Welcome back to our channel release on Netflix. Let's start the video now. Quite a lot of things can go wrong when a struggling ex-cop is forced to return to his home state to find his mobster's new girlfriend. And more things could go wrong if the home state would be the realest goddamn place on earth, as quoted by Donald Todd through his latest limited series on Netflix, Florida Man. Starring Edgar Ramirez as a perpetually doomed cop who cannot stay away from Florida even if he wanted to, Florida Man extends a popular meme from the 2010s to build a Florida as bizarre as one of the headlines that flood internet meme pages and want the audiences to believe it. It's no wonder that when a popular internet meme, which is often inspired by real-life events, makes it to streaming, it would pose real questions about the authenticity of the events depicted. An imaginative interpretation of Florida inspired by Florida Man internet meme that gained popularity in the early 2010s, the television series capitalizes on a real version Florida where often things go berserk as popular imagination. More like the events that inspired the memes about the man from Florida who keeps pulling off newsworthy stunts. Florida Man follows bizarre events in the life of an ex-cop from Florida whose life keeps tumbling like that of people who live in Florida with him. While the inspiration for Florida Man may be real-life events, the events captured in Netflix's latest limited series may not all be true, thankfully. The internet has a reputation for finding the weirdest of designs in nature and blowing them out of proportion. Such a design found recognition when a Twitter account with the handle @FloridaMan started putting out news headlines with the phrase Florida Man in them. Now it would not be such an internet phenomenon if not for the bizarre nature of these headlines. From the Florida Man punching the pizza delivery boy for forgetting garlic nuts to being arrested for fixing cars with Play-Doh, these headlines often capture the weird adventures of various men who were quoted as Florida Man in them. Soon the internet picked up on these headlines and thus came into existence the myth of Florida Man, a purely fictional character brought to reality by the conscience of the internet citizens. In essence, the Florida Man became the maniacal and insane flag bearer of the unspeakable things that went down in Florida, or at least through the headlines. The Miami New Times attributed the prevalence of such unreal headlines from Florida to open and liberal information laws in the state. Also, the considerable population of the state and the diversity are attributed as contributing factors. The popularity of the headlines that makes it out of state does not mean that everyone is a fan. In a scathing critique of the phenomenon, the Columbia Journalism Review points out that the myth of the loved Florida Man thrives on the misery of the drug addicts and the homeless of the state who often don the hat of Florida Man. From Reddit to primetime television chat shows, a Florida Man has survived the passage of time with video games and other forms of social media, keeping the man alive in the culture. Netflix's Florida Man is just another addition to the long-standing history of the Florida Man and its adventures. Edgar Ramirez, Mike Valentine, personifies the Florida Man who keeps failing miserably at doing the right things in Donald Todd's imagination of his state home. Thank you for watching the video till end. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more news and updates.